Welcome back. I'm Vishal Thakkar, your friend. Thank you for subscribing our channel. If you haven't done so, please do it now. Today, we will learn what are the challenges that a person would face when he learns finance for the first time in his life. You may be a student who is getting exposed to finance as a subject. You may be a corporate employee who knows what finance is all about but have learned in a very unstructured fashion. In this video, we'll tell you how you can learn finance in a fun and an easy way, and at the same time ensure that you add a lot of money to your kitty. There are 4 key challenges that a person faces when he learns finance for the first time in his life. Challenge number 1. Finance, accounts and investing is a boring subject. Let's face it, you have a video on motivation, you have a video which shows you songs, dance, movies. We are all glued to it. But when we talk about watching a finance video or attending a finance training program, it's a big no-no. Believe me, a lot of HR managers have to threaten their employees to attend finance programs. And they say we all love money. What a paradox. At Finance Tube, our endeavor is to make finance a very, very interesting subject. Look, we all love money, don't we? Then why is learning about money so boring? So let's make it interesting. Challenge number 2. Finance, accounts and investing is not a new subject but a new language altogether. Most people say that finance is very difficult to interpret. The jargons that they use in day-to-day lives of financial world are very, very hard. But let me ask you one small question, friends. How many of you read a financial newspaper daily? Quite a few. If not, why is it that you don't read a financial newspaper? Simply because it's very boring to read, and also the facts, figures, statistics and the terminologies used there are so difficult that for a lay person to interpret that is very hard. So what is the solution? We at Finance Tube will ensure that we put across all the concepts in finance in such a way that they appear very, very simple. For example, I went to a doctor last week for a routine checkup and he told me that I'm suffering from hypothermia. For a moment I got scared. Oh my god, how many days do I have to live? The doctor started laughing. He said, boss, it's a very common case of temperature sensitivity to your body. But I said the term hypothermia. It sounded like last stage of cancer. That's the same with financial jargons. If some CEO were to come on the TV and tell you that the compounded annual growth rate of our stock is 13% and the operating leverage is 5 and the Jensen's alpha is 2.1, what will you understand? Coming to challenge number 3. Challenge number 3 is a very typical challenge. Most people have it, but most of them don't admit it, that they suffer from a disease called number phobia. Let me tell you what number phobia is. For a moment, imagine a meeting is going on in which the CEO is explaining the projections of his company for the next year. A complicated Excel file is appeared on the projector. You are a part of that meeting and suddenly you start thinking, I was supposed to collect grocery on my way back home. Where is the list of shopping things that I want to collect? If this happens to you, it's a classic case of number phobia. If you want to know whether you are suffering from number phobia or not, there are sure shot tests available in the market. How? Very simple. Just call up an insurance advisor of your choice and ask him to come over for a presentation where you say that you're willing to buy insurance. What will happen is that once he lands at your place and he starts giving his presentation, if you continue to understand what he's saying after 15 long minutes, congratulations, you don't have number phobia. But if you don't understand, it's a classic case of number phobia. So we help you at Finance Tube to cure your number phobia by using simple numbers, let's say from 1 to 100, and ensure that numbers become your friend. Because at the end of the day, wealth is all about creating numbers. Challenge number 4, analyzing financial statement. What I popularly call this challenge as comprehension challenge. What do I mean by comprehension? A non-finance person can easily analyze financial statements if taught, can act and take decisions on the analysis. But if I ask a non-finance person to calculate, let's say, debt equity ratio from any balance sheet which is published in the market, it would be difficult for him. Why? Simply because there are 4 types of debt in the balance sheet: long-term debt, short-term debt, secured debt, unsecured debt. And there are 4 types of equity: authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, and paid up capital. Which one will you take? The first 2 or the last 2? So you see that comprehending how to analyze financial statements becomes a great challenge for any non-finance person learning finance for the first time. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to summarize this video by again stating what are the 4 key challenges that you would face while learning finance for the first time in your life. Challenge number 1, finance, accounts and investing is a boring subject. So at Finance Tube we make it interesting. Challenge number 2, finance, accounts and investing is not a new subject, it's a new language altogether. So we ensure that you learn the correct terms. Challenge number 3, number phobia. Don't worry, we'll use only small numbers to ensure that you create wealth with bigger numbers. And challenge number 4, comprehending the financial statements. Don't worry, we have chapters and chapters dedicated only to that topic. So I'm wishing you all the very best to this learning journey on Finance Tube for becoming wealthy and getting rich. Thank you very much, friends. Just a reminder, if you have still not subscribed the channel, do it now.